Hi, on this last video, we're going to look at working with apothems and to find areas of regular figures. So when I look at my first problem, number 14, it says find the apothem and the area of a regular pentagon with a side length of 12. So I need to think about what a regular pentagon looks like. So that means I have 5 sides. And my side length is 12. Okay, I note in order to find the area, I'm going to be doing 1/2 the little a, the apothem, times the perimeter. The perimeter I can already find because my perimeter is going to be, I have 5 sides and they're each 12, so 5 times 12. My perimeter is going to be 60. So I already know that. I just need to find my apothem. Okay, when I draw my apothem in, it creates a 90-degree angle and it divides the side in half. So I know I have a 6, that's just this bottom piece right here is 6 units long. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a little right triangle. And then we need to know this central angle right in here, or this piece of the central angle. Remember to go all the way around. We have 360 degrees all the way around that center, and each side can get divided into 2 triangles. So if I have 5 sides and each one's divided into 2 triangles, I really get 10 triangles all the way around. I know there's 360 degrees all the way around. So when I divide that into 10 triangles, I end up with 36 degrees in that little corner. And that is what's going to help me when I look at SOHCAHTOA to find that apothem. Okay, the first thing I need to do is label that triangle. So to label that triangle, we're going to say I'm at the 36-degree angle, which means I have my hypotenuse and my adjacent side that come out. Across from the 90 is my hypotenuse. And the other side is the adjacent, which is convenient that apothem and adjacent both start with A. And then over here I have my opposite side. So I can see I'm trying to find the adjacent side. And I know my opposite side is 6. So I'm going to be working with the tangent to find that apothem. And remember, sometimes it can be different. If I start with my opposite, I'm using tangent. If they had given me my radius, I might be using something different. So you have to really pay attention to what you've been given. Okay, so tangent of 36 degrees is going to equal opposite over adjacent. My opposite is 6 and my adjacent is A. Since I can see it's in the denominator, I know when I cross multiply, I'll end up dividing. A times the tangent of 36 is equal to 6. So then I need to divide out that tangent of 36 on both sides. Tangent of 36. And when I do that, I'm ready to go to my calculator because on the left-hand side, all I have left is just the A. And on the right-hand side, I need to do this division. 6 divided by the tangent of 36. Put that seatbelt on, close that parentheses, and I end up with 8.258 when I round correctly. Okay, so now I'm ready to come over here and find my area. My area is going to equal 1/2 the apothem, 8.258, times the perimeter, 60. So let's put this in the calculator. 1/2 times 8.258 times 60 is going to give me an area of 247.74. So my area is 247.74. And I believe on your practice test, your practice assessment, it does ask you to round to the nearest whole number. So I would say 248. Notice I still wouldn't round this. I would still keep my apothem as a decimal because you don't want to do any rounding till the very end. You want to try to keep as little rounding as possible. I know I rounded it a little bit here. If I wanted to be even more accurate, I would have typed in as much of that number as possible. Okay, but don't actually round anything to the whole number till you get to that final answer. Okay, let's look at the very last one here. Number 15. Find the apothem and the area of a regular octagon with a side length of 26. So this time I have an octagon. So think stop sign, right? So I'm going to come out at a diagonal, and then I'm going to come straight vertically down, and then I'm going to come back in on my diagonal, and then I'm going to go straight horizontal across to get my 8 sides. Each side has a side length of 26. I need my apothem in order to find my area, and that's going to divide my side into this little piece here is just going to be 13. And I'm going to use that with the radius so that I can see my little right triangle, which means I need to know how big this angle up here is going to be. I have 8 sides, which means I have 16 little triangles. So I'm going to do my 360 divided by 16 to get that center angle at the center is 22.5 degrees. 22.5 degrees is this little tiny angle here. Okay, so now I'm ready to apply some trig. Let's see, I'll go with pink this time. Smiley face. I'm at this 22.5 degree angle, which means coming out of that is my hypotenuse, my adjacent, which again is still convenient that adjacent and apothem both start with A, and then my opposite side over here. So when I look at so, ka, toa, I'm going to see that I am looking at my opposite side I know is 13. My adjacent side I'm trying to find is my apothem. So just like in the last one, since I started with the side and I needed to find that apothem, so I had my opposite, I'm looking for my apothem. Just like in the last one, I'm going to be using tangent again. So the tangent this time of 22.5 degrees, because we have a different number of side that we started with, equals my opposite goes on the top, opposite over adjacent. So 13 over my apothem, which is the adjacent side. Since it's in the denominator, I expect to be dividing. A times the tangent of 22.5 is equal to 13 times 1. And then I know I need to divide out that tangent so I can get A all by itself. So I'm going to divide both sides by the tangent of 22.5. So that it cancels out on the left-hand side. And I just have A equals 13 divided by the tangent of 22.5. So let's put that in our calculator. 13 divided by the tangent of 22.5. Close my parentheses, put that seatbelt on, and I get my apothem is 31.385. And I know if I'm going to be rounding to the whole number, I don't want to round this yet. That's too much rounding. So 38.385 is what I'm going to round that to. Okay, I don't want to do too much rounding too quick. My formula also requires my perimeter. I didn't find my perimeter, so let's go do that real quick. My perimeter is going to be, I'm an octagon, which means I have 8 sides. Each side is 26 units. So my perimeter is going to be 8 times 26, which is, let's do a parentheses there so it matches, 208 units. Okay, now I'm ready to find my area. My area is going to equal 1/2 the little a apothem times the capital P perimeter. So my area equals 1/2 my little a was 31.385. And then my perimeter is 208. So my area is going to be, let's see, 1/2 times 31.385 times 208, my perimeter, gives me 3,264.04. And if I was going to round that to the nearest whole number, I would just say 3,264. Okay, hopefully that helps. using regular figures. I had an octagon example and I had a pentagon example. On the test, you could have a hexagon or a heptagon. If you're not sure what those means, I'll make sure they're going to be usual, but heptagon is 7, hexagon is 6, right? So make sure you know those. Or if you come to it and you go, I don't remember how many sides that has, and there's no picture, you can always go and look that up. All right. If you still have any questions over anything along this review, make sure you're checking in with your sync time and your teacher and asking questions. All right. Thank you so much for watching.